This is about a no-sleep story. Let's go. Found some creepy cool tapes about Showbiz Pizza Place and decided to transcribe them. Part 1. Hey guys, my name is Claudia and I'm a huge thrift store junkie. Recently I found a shoebox full of old cassette tapes when I was volunteering at a local thrift store, and the owner, Mr. Carlson, was kind enough to let me bring them home. He didn't have anything to play the tapes on, but I have my dad's old cassette player, so he figured I would make the better use of them than he would. Neither of us knew whether there was anything even on the cassettes, but I decided it would be cool to see if there was, and if there wasn't, I could play around with them and record stuff of my own. So when I got home, I was really excited and I got everything set up and played the first tape. It was really weird, but it was also quite interesting. Of course, I thought the people of No Sleep would love something like this, so I'm going to be transcribing the tapes on here. This will be tape number 1. I also figured that you guys might be able to help me figure out what these tapes are talking about. You guys are great detectives. The person who recorded these tapes doesn't give a name, but is a man. Sounds relatively young, probably no older than 40, but who knows really? Tape 1. Hello, today is June 17th, 1985. It is 5 p.m. exactly. I don't really know what I'm doing recording this. I think I just need to get this whole thing out of my system. I don't have anyone to talk to right now, not even my coworkers. I can't put them at risk. I'm at my apartment right now. I considered recording this while I was on my break, but I didn't want to risk anyone overhearing. We're not supposed to talk about this kind of stuff. Even amongst the employees, it's discouraged. But if I don't tell someone, I'm going to go insane. And maybe this will be able to act as evidence one day if all this crazy crap turns out to be real. I don't know anymore. About a minute of silence, nothing can be heard except a quiet shuffling. I guess if this is gonna act as, I don't know, evidence or an official account, I should probably give some more details. I have been an employee at a local pizzeria for about a year now, since it opened. I do a little bit of everything, but mostly I am a cashier and floor worker. The pizzeria is a franchised location of Showbiz Pizza Place, although most people just call it Showbiz. The location I'm at is relatively new. We were built a little bit before the company merged with our bankrupt competitor, Pizza Time Theater. If you ask me, our name is a lot cooler. There's a lot of rumors on why exactly it shut down, but ultimately it just wasn't doing that great. We just had better locations, games, animatronics. They filed for bankruptcy in 84, so not too long ago. I guess I'll start talking about the rumors surrounding my specific location, though. Generally, we have the same rumors that follow our competitors, like Pizza Time Theater was, that we're not clean enough, we're overpriced, etc., etc. I personally think that first one is ridiculous. I mean, compared to other pizzeria chains, we're as sterile as a hospital. Well, that's exaggerating a bit, but we're not that bad. The thing about Showbiz, though, is that we have a bad reputation involving guest safety. I know PTT had similar rumors. Pretty much every play place does, but at least ours have some truth to them. The first week we were open, and my first week here, one of the mascots got in trouble for being a bit too friendly with the kids, making excuses to hold them or hug them, breaking the rules and talking the Billy Bob costume, reportedly to tell the kids how pretty they were. That situation got shut down extremely quickly though, and no kids were really hurt. My manager was watching the guy real close the whole week and eventually called the police on the guy. He even punched the dude in the face, knocked him out, I think, when the guy tried to run for it. The guy got fired and I heard later he shot himself after the police released him. Not enough evidence apparently, since it was my manager's words against his. But everyone knew, so I guess he felt like he couldn't go on. Since he died, there have been weird things happening, like instances of the mascot wearer being creepy. We can never pinpoint who it is, and he never does anything but stand in a corner near the employee only door. The kids can see him, and some of the employees who've been there longer can too, but none of the newbies or parents seem to know he even exists. Whoever this guy is, he always seemed to come and go without warning, and we'd never be able to catch him taking the costume off to identify him. Molly, the girl who usually runs prize corner, was always convinced that the mascot is a ghost. She's super into creepy stuff like that. I was convinced it's just an extremely sneaky pedophile, but I joked, rather darkly, that I'd rather have the ghost. Be careful what you wish for, huh? I've got to go. It's about dinner time and my roommate is home. I don't want him to know about this either. I can't lose him too. Muffled sound of a door opening and greeting. Tape ends. Weird, huh? The name of the pizzeria sounds vaguely familiar, like I probably just heard it through the grapevine. As far as I'm aware, there were never any locations near where I live. I'll ask around about it, online and in real life, see if it's still around. It might be related to Chuck E. Cheese, but I'll have to look onto it more. I'll try to get the next tape up soon. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm interested in if he'll elaborate on that ghost. I think I'll wait until later to listen to it, though, because honestly, this tape is kinda creeped me out. While I was listening, something tapped on my window. There's a bush right outside, but I'm a scaredy cat. Ha! When I came to sit at the table, there was a dusty sort of handprint on the recorder. It was really faint, but it was there, like someone had scrabbled at the bottom to open it. Well, I'm pretty sure it's just my own handprint, skin oil and stuff. I think I'll transcribe the next tape while I'm volunteering at the store tomorrow. Being with others can make spooky stories easier to handle.